Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for today's card. And, of course, on today's show, our picks are here from Major League Baseball, 15-game card, lots of day games. I think 10 of the games are in the afternoon. We'll have those. All action from the WNBA as well. Wait another day for the CFL to come. But make sure you guys hit that like, that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate that. Hit us with that thumbs up. It really helps us build up our audience, whether you watch us live or you're watching us on the replay. We appreciate all those folks that watch us on the replay. So what we'll do is we'll introduce the cappers and get right to the picks. We don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's say, Rod, what's going on?
No, not too much. It's a Wednesday, and it was a so-so day. Definitely after all the dust settled, Seattle got their ass spanked in Seattle. Woo! Man, give it to Dallas because they came in and were a little more hungrier than the Storm were in that WNBA game. That got me big on that one. First half was good in the Liberty game. That went way over the total there in the first half. MLB was, I believe, 50-50. I went 3-3 and lost some juice. So definitely looking for a bounce back day here on this Wednesday. I like Wednesday's slate. There's some good spots to make some money. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it indeed. Let's say hello to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Not much. Coming off a 1-2 day there. Milwaukee dropped it for us in a very sleep-inducing under. Should have put the under in yesterday. I gave it out on the show. Should have had that as a premium. That was the slowest game, I think, in history there, with Cal Raleigh making the only run there. But, yes, we dropped that one. We did get Houston, so that was nice of them to get the win for us in that one. Appreciate them. Rowdy didn't come through, but we did cash 2 home runs from the hit list with Jose Ramirez and Mickey Moniak. So that brings us to 8 in the last 3 days on that. So that's been successful. So, just ready to get to a bunch of day games. Excited about that.
Very good. Let's see. Alessandro, what's going on, Alessandro?
Going pretty good. Went 4-3 yesterday. Cashed both of my best bets. My baseball best bet now for the 5th day in a row since the All-Star break. Starting to get a little hot in baseball on a 12-6 run since the All-Star break. So I'm feeling good now in baseball. Starting to see the board a little better. But best bet hit last night as well in the WNBA with the Aces. Just looking to make another money-making Wednesday here. So let's get it.
Let's get to it. Let's say to Justin. Justin, how's it going?
I've had better mornings. Not too horrible. Got reverse swept in WNBA. It's kind of irritating. Actually, it's very irritating. I did better on the 2-3 zone, though, on the WNBA, but not as far as premiums. But as far as baseball, went 3-1, cashed my best bet. So I could just get them both win at the same time. We'll be all right. Looking forward to get my leg back at WNBA, but just left a bad taste in my mouth.
All right, yeah, I split the day 2-2. The best bet did come in with Houston, with Framber Valdez and the Astros getting it done. Gave him just enough rest. All right, let's get to the baseball, guys. First, let's take a look at some of the pitching changes here that we've seen from the overnight or from the first mention here. Detroit will go with Troy Melton today. Looks like he's making his MLB debut for the Tigers. See if they can change their luck because it's not been the starters. The bullpen has been absolutely horrible for this Detroit Tiger team, the way it allowed the Pirates to put up all those extra runs on them. It'll be Melton against Bailey Falter today in Pittsburgh. Brock Burke looks like he's put some bullpen work in. He'll get the start for the Angels today facing Sean Manaea. Little definite, possibly an upgrade than Carson Fulmer, who was listed earlier. No doubt about that one. Let's see what else we have. It'll be Pallant and Tanner Gordon today. St. Louis and Colorado. Colorado is really juggling their pitching staff, as you notice here, with that injury to Dollander. They're just trying to fix. They're trying to find a solution. And there, what else do we have here in today's action here? What do we got? If there's any other changes, let's see here. Kenneth Bradley's going to go. JP Sears and Patrick Corbin. We thought Eovaldi might have went yesterday. There was some listings for Eovaldi, but it'll be Sears and Corbin today as the Athletics take on the Texas Rangers. 64% chance of rain in Tampa Bay today. That seems to be the spot where you got to keep an eye on. That's at 50% or greater. And there's also some slight chance in Atlanta, but there you go. So let's get to the games here. Major League Baseball, a lot of afternoon action. The first 10 will be in the afternoon. We start here with Reds and Nationals. The Reds here favored $1.21. The total coming in here at 8.5. This one's dipped down a little bit. I saw it in the 30s yesterday. Padres and Marlins. The Padres up to $1.49, total 8. Giants and Braves. Here we got the Braves, $1.61, total 8. Tigers and Pirates. The Tigers here, $1.45, total of 9. And the block with Angels and Mets. The Mets $1.71, total 8.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, the first one I'm looking at in this block is give me Atlanta here over San Francisco and good old Verlander. 0-8, no wins for this guy. 15 starts. Team's got 4 wins in his 15 starts, but he's still searching for the elusive W. Is Verlander? I don't think he gets it here. Not against Strider. Strider just keeps getting better. Start after start after start. I'm going to take the Braves here on the run line. It's just one of those spots. Verlander is just tough. I think he stuck around 1 year too long, in my opinion. He should have probably packed it in or maybe been a coach, hitting coach, the pitching coach or the pen maybe. But I think he took 1 year too long hanging about. But, hey, it is what it is for Verlander. He hasn't been bad at times because you've seen him go half decent, and then he goes 3 innings, and then he goes 6 innings, and then he goes 2 innings, and he goes 3 innings. It's sad to see. I don't like seeing pitchers that's definitely going to make the Hall of Fame, and it's seeing him struggle out there is a tough thing. But hey, that's us as bettors. We'll take it. Give me the Braves on the run line, and that one they need the win. So give me the Braves there, and then give me the over. Hey, the Angels and the Mets. Manaea on the bump. Hey, good for Manaea on the bump. I think this Angels best. Something, whatever they do out on the road. Bringing that chef with them or whatever, they just keep continuing to hit the ball and smack it up, and give me the over 8.5 Angels Mets. We see plenty of offense in that game this afternoon.
There we go with Rod. Yeah, there's been no announcement yet for the bulk pitch for the Angels. Burke is pretty much a middle reliever, listed to pitch the first inning, but no bulk primary pitcher announced there for the Angels. Although Carson Fulmer was announced, but then we see Brock Burke up there. Move on over to Chris.
I'm looking at the Cincinnati-Washington. Cincinnati's not had, or Washington, they've just had their number all weekend here, all week. But I think Cincinnati gets back here with Lodolo. He does better on the road. He's got a 2.5 ERA there on the road. Soroka's not good at home. So I'm going to take a shot with Cincinnati to get a win in this series here with them today. And then, definitely going. I usually don't back the Braves, and especially I told y'all yesterday that was going to be ugly, and it was. But I think we get up and over the total. I think they hit Verlander. I think he can get rocked. We saw what San Francisco can do, and who knows how long they're going to keep Strider in there. Once the bullpen comes in, like I've told you guys for a while, that just gets crazy. So take over that. I would lean to an Atlanta run line. I think they can get it done with Verlander today. That's just a lean, though. The better play is the over for me. And as far as Detroit and Pittsburgh, Detroit's not been great, but I'm not a Bailey Falter fan. He's not great at home. Detroit's going to be able to hopefully pull something out here. So I would slight lean to Detroit on the money line to just try to get a win in this series here.
Yeah, from Chris, move on over to Alessandro.
First of all, I got a couple of premiums in this slot. I like this slot a lot, but I like the Padres Marlins under 8 I'm seeing here. Cease and Alcantara obviously haven't been that great this year, but, still 29 years old, entering, the prime of their career, athletically at least. And I expect them to show up today here in this pitcher-friendly ballpark, give us an under. So I like that. Those one more. Oh, yeah. Riding the Angels there with Rod. I like that as well. I'll take the Angels money line and I'll, sprinkle on the over. Just a simple fade of Manaea. I can't trust that guy.
Yeah, there we go with Alessandro. Move on over to Justin.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. I thought I was going to be on the island, so that's good. I do like the Padres, Marlins under. I'm worried about Sandy, but I think, he could slow down the Padres. Only a few batters, Machado, no extra bases, but he got a little bit of success against them. But I do like the under, and I bet it. I like the Reds money line. Going to contradict, but also like Soroka over 5.5 strikeouts for plus money. You could get crushed and still get strikeouts. I've done it plenty of times. The Giants and the Braves, I don't like the money line price. I do think we're going to win. I like when I seen under 8.5. I worry about Verlander, but I think Strider going to slow him down. So I don't like it at 8 now that it went down. But if I could get back at 8.5, I'll be on the under. Let me get the Tigers to avoid the sweep. Can't get swept by the Pirates. Guess you could, but better not. Give me the Angels, Mets over, and give me Trout. Give me Mountain Trout over 1.5 bases, plus 133.
there from Justin. Yeah, that sounds like Lance Lynn's high strikeouts, but gets crushed. That's Lance Lynn to a T. MLB Network in their little scroll there is saying that Eovaldi is expected to start. And still listed in here is Patrick Corbin. So just keep an eye on that one. So MLB Network announces on their scroll that Nathan Eovaldi expected to start. So keep an eye on that game there. Corbin is penciled in right now. So they're waiting to see what his status there. Yeah, I agree with the Reds here. Nationals struggle against lefty starters, hitting just 230. You look at Lodolo over his past 5 starts, ERA of 2.20. You look at Soroka during the day. He has 6 starts during the day, ERA of 7. And I'll look at them in this spot here. There's of course, Washington 17-19 in their home day games, losing 11.5 units. I'll look at the Reds there. Yeah, I like a Braves run line, get a nice plus price there with Atlanta. Giants are hitting just 228 on the road. Verlander over his past 5 starts, ERA approaching 6.5. Strider at home, an ERA of 2.75. So I'll look at the Braves run line in that one. And that's what I got for this block. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we continue on here with Major League Baseball with the middle block. Royals and Cubs. Here we've got the Cubs $1.44, total 10.5. Cardinals and Rockies. We've got the Cardinals $1.77, total 11.5. Although there are some 11s out there as well. Astros and D-backs. D-backs favored $1.19, total 8.5. Brewers and Mariners. Here we got the Mariners $1.22, total sits 7.5. Twins and Dodgers. A lot of runs scored yesterday. Yamamoto worried about him now. Dodgers $2, total 8.5. We get to start with Rod. You're on mute, Rod.
There we go. All right, first one for me in this block that I like here. You did go all the way up to, how far did you go up to?
Dodger game. Twins, Dodgers, last one in the middle block.
Twins, Dodgers. Oh, the 1 p.m., like the 3 p.m. game, right? So so 4 p.m. Okay. So the Milwaukee, Seattle one is included in that one. All right. So looking at that one first, Milwaukee, Seattle was a 1-0 game yesterday. I think it's probably pretty close to the same again. Quinn Priester on the bump for Milwaukee. He's been dealing. Castillo on the bump for Seattle. I think here at home, he'll be dealing as well. So we'll be sleep-inducing again. Probably I'll take the under 7.5, and I'll go right back to the Brewers here. It's a 1-0 win for Seattle, and I think Milwaukee bounces back and gets the win there at the plus price. I'll take the Brewers. And then another one I'm looking at here is I'll take the Astros plus price. See, fade that's on the bump. So I will fade that on the bump, even with Walter on the bump going for the Astros there in that one. It's that time of year. Astros just can stack a win. So give me the Astros in that one. And then another one I'm looking at is I don't see anybody going for Colorado yet. Still TBD for Colorado. I don't care whoever goes for Colorado. Seattle or St. Louis is not looking good, not looking right. Colorado smacked them around yesterday again. So at the plus price, I'll take Colorado at home. At the another shot. Just not liking what I'm seeing from the Cardinals. Blunt on the bump. I think they can smash him around for a bit. So give me the Rockies as a home dog again.
Here we go here from Ron. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at that Cardinals-Rockies game, I've got Palante and potentially Tanner Gordon in that one. I'm going to go up and over the total there. I think Palante gets hit, and we're in Coors Field, 310 day game there. I think we get up and over 11. I know it's a little bit high. Also lean to Rockies. I gave them out yesterday. I'm going to go back to them again today. We're going to be on them on that. Looking at the Houston D-backs game there, definitely going to go plus money with the Astros again. We're going to be on that. That was my only win yesterday, and they definitely can get to Brandon Pfaadt. I think they're waking up a little bit there with the bats. So we'll get to them with we'll go with Astros in that one, and then let's see anything else I got. Houston, I'd probably go over in the Minnesota-LA game. Yesterday was atrocious. I don't know what they were doing. That one play was crawl over the place. Looked like a little league team at one point. Throwing the ball all over the place and getting rocked. And so, yeah, I think we get up and over that total in L.A. today. Between these two, we got Glasnow and Paddock. Both of them can get hit. No telling how long Tyler Glasnow is going to go. He's already on everything, wanting shorter games or shorter thing. He didn't even want to go. So I think they both get up and over that total of 9.
There we go with Chris. We move on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, not a lot in this middle slot here that I actually do like. I mean, I'll start with that Cubs Royals game. It was taking a while for me to actually see a line come out on this game. So I was thinking, I'm going to lean Lugo and the Royals there on the road. And then all of a sudden I start checking the weather. I see there's 10 miles per hour wind blowing out. This total's over at 10.5. It's just a stay away for me. I actually start to lean Cubs now if it's going to be a slugfest just because they have a better lineup. The next game there with the Rockies, I actually definitely see what Rod's talking about here. I'm with the Rockies as well. I was hoping for Freeland to be on the mound because I saw his name in there early. Don't know who's necessarily pitching. Maybe Gordon. Either way, I think I'm with Rod here with the Rockies. I'll ride that. And I like the over in the sleep-inducing spot. Again, I'll go right back to it with the Mariners and Brewers.
Yeah, with Alessandro, move on over to Justin.
Yeah, I'll start with the Cubs. I think Lugo gonna have a bad day with the wind blowing out. Like the Cubs -1.5, nice plus money. I also seen Freeland and didn't realize it wasn't until we did this show. But when I seen Freeland, I liked him +1.5. So I don't know. I'll stick with. I ain't bet it yet, but it's a toss up. And I don't like him with Gordon. I'll be on the opposite of Alessandro. I think with these pitchers in Seattle, I think it's going to be another slow, slugfest, boring game. I think 7.5 way too high. I'll take the under. Fought. I don't trust Fought. Some people do. And Gordon, I'll go over 8.5. And I'll trust him one more time. Give me the Dodgers -1.5.
Here we go with Justin. Tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to go over with St. Louis and Colorado. St. Louis, both teams have hit coming off the break. Palant passed 4 starts, ERA 5.5. The Colorado bullpen passed 23 games, ERA of 6. So I'll look at the over in that one. I'll look at the Astros here. Ren Walter on the mound. Houston hitting the ball pretty well over the past 23 at 265 and getting better bullpen. A good bullpen results 3.38. Walter in his past 4 starts, ERA 3.52. With the Arizona bullpen at home, ERA over 5. Houston has now won 9 of 12 on the road, returning about 8 units. So Arizona 5-7, and now 5-8 at home against lefty starters, losing about 4.5 units. I'll look at Houston in that spot. I'll come back with the plus money here with Milwaukee. They just scored 1 run on them yesterday, so I'm not going to get off the Brewers here. Brewers have hit the ball pretty well off the break with Seattle, just 217 off the break. Priester, past 10 appearances, ERA 2.5. The Brewers bullpen has performed well over their past 23. So I'll look at the Brewers there. Against right-handed starters this year, Seattle's just a 500 team, 19-19, losing about 7 units. I agree with the Dodgers run line here. Paddock, it's just let's see, Minnesota here. Just want to confirm it's Paddock again. It is Paddock. No, I want nothing to do with Paddock. That dude's a gas can. He's got his back. He resorted back to his Padre form. That's why the Padres didn't want him. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the San Diego Padre, Chris Paddock back. We knew he would pitch back to the back of his baseball card. That's what you're getting. Past 5 starts, ERA 7.5. The Twins bullpen coming off the break in ERA 5.5. Twins are now 2-7 to the run line in their past 9 on the road, losing about close to 6 units. I'll take LA run line in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tonix Morning Show. Close out baseball with these final 5. Orioles and Guardians. The Guardians $1.25, total 8.5. Red Sox and Phillies $1.48, total 8.5. Yankees and Blue Jays. We got the Yankees here $1.36, total 8.5. That's moved a bit. There, 1.4. Yep, that's where it's at. White Sox and Rays. The Rays $2.05, total of 9. Close out with Athletics and Rangers. Texas $1.36, total 8.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, first one I'm looking at, give me the under in that Texas game. Just continues to roll low-scoring games in that matchup, and especially in Texas all year long. And Corbin, hey, I think he can go decent up there. We know what Sears has been doing in Texas against lefties. They haven't been the greatest. So at 8.5, yep, take the under in that matchup. And then I'll go back to the Blue Jays here. Yes, they had their little win streak snap by the Yankees. Hey, all they needed was one little hit, and then probably could have walked that one off. But how's Fried? How's that blister doing on his finger? I don't know. I don't even care how his blister's doing on his finger. The Blue Jays, as a dog, have won 9 straight, so that streak hasn't been snapped. Give me 10 straight wins for the Blue Jays as a dog. We've seen Chris Bassett have a half decent start against the Yankees earlier in this year. It was an 8-5 win for the Blue Jays on that one. So I leaned to an over. We didn't quite get there yesterday with 9 runs, but you get back to 9 runs again. Give me the over in the Blue Jays game as well. A couple I like in the late spot.
Yeah, from Ron on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this White Sox Tampa Bay game there, you get Jonathan Cannon, Taj Bradley. Not a Taj Bradley fan on that one. It was pretty close yesterday, 3-4. I'm going to go take a shot here plus money at White Sox. Back Cannon there on the road with the White Sox to get this one done today. I'm there, and then I'm going to go Athletics. Just I think JP Sears is a little bit better option than Patrick Corbin. Like Ron advised, Texas has problem with left-handed pitchers. So we'll take the Athletics on the money line there.
There we go from Chris on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah. With this slot here, I'm gonna ride these Al Ninos dogs here. The video this morning, I liked that a lot. Basically, a socks and socks dog parlay here. Obviously, bet straight too. I mean, they're fat dogs. But Giolito and Luzardo, I think both those pitchers could get rocked. But I like the Red Sox there. Bregman over 1.5 bases as well. I think he's the bat that they need. The focal point of that offense is Alex Bregman. It was a great signing, I think. Then Rays White Sox. Yeah, I could definitely see that going over as well. You got Gas Cannon on the mound there. I can't trust Bradley either. He struggled with the homers this year, giving up the long ball. I don't know. I see that being a slugfest. Give me Vargas and those guys there, Robert, all those guys there from the White Sox to have a pretty good day. So, yeah, a little dog parlay there for you guys.
There we go from Alessandro. We'll move on over to Justin.
Yeah, I look at like the Guardians. Seems like they're getting hot at the right time, low price. Pick the Guardians money line also take Jose Ramirez over 1.5 bases. I'll take Phillies and Luzardo at home for the first 5 though. Get -1/2. Yankees, Blue Jays. I already got the Yankees for the series, so they got to win this game. So I ain't touched it. Ain't no reason for me to bet it. So I got the Yankees money line for the series. I don't know how much I trust Freed though, but I got him. I'm sticking with him. So we'll see. Give me the Rays. I want to bet the Rays -1.5, but you kind of scared me off. I don't like getting involved in rain games. Just too much variance, so I'll probably stay off. But if that 64 gets down to like 50, then I'll probably bet it. And give me I'm with Rod, or I think Rod said, give me the under in the Rangers Athletics under 8.5.
Yep.
And give me Corey Seager too, over 1.5 bases, left on left.
There we go from Justin. Tell me anything about these games. Yeah, I agree here with Cleveland. Cleveland at home this year, 14-5 against losing teams, returning 8 units. Baltimore, they don't hit on the road, 228. You look over their past 22 games, ERA from the bullpen near 6. Cleveland coming off the break hitting 286. And Ciccone, pretty good numbers over his past 5 starts. So I'll look at them in that one. I'll look at Cleveland there. I'm going to take the Red Sox here against Phillies. Luzardo just doesn't seem himself here. I just wanted to check something here. Yeah, we got Lucas Giolito. Giolito, surprisingly, has been put together pretty good numbers here. Past 5 starts for Giolito, ERA of 1.97. You look at Luzardo at home this year, an ERA near 5. So I'll look at the Boston, the team that hits 278 against left-handed starters. And Luzardo hasn't been sharp at home this year, so we'll look at Boston in that spot there. What else I'm going to take a look at here? Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take that big plus price with the White Sox. They've been scrappy. They've been pretty good off the break, hitting 302 coming off the break. Cannon, his past 4 starts, ERA of 2.66. Bradley in his 10 home starts, ERA near 5. And wow, look at this White Sox bullpen. Past 23 games, ERA of 2.76, and the Rays at 5.33. And I'll look at the White Sox at that big plus price. I like the under Athletics Rangers at 8.5, right? 8.5, and who knows if Eovaldi goes, even better, right? So the Corbin is the starter listed here, but then the MLB Network put a scroll that Eovaldi expected to start. So there may be some questions on who's going to go today, but I like the under in that one. They're really based on the strength of that Rangers bullpen, and of course, as Rod alluded to, this Rangers team, what are they now? Like 36-15 the under at home. So I'll look at that under there tonight. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we'll turn our attention over to the W. Single today from the W. So let's get to it here. We've got tonight Dream at the Mercury. We see Phoenix here favored 8, total 163. We start with Chris. I'm sorry, start with Rod.
I was like, all right. Chris, go first. Let's see. What do you got here? I looking at this game here, tough spot. You look dream second half of the back-to-back. But surprisingly, teams in the second half of the back-to-back have fared well in the WNBA this season. They've actually covered numbers. I see this down to 7 in most places for the Mercury. Mercury at home, man, they've been playing pretty good. 9-3 straight up, 8-4 against that number. They are the rest of the squad. But I'm going to take the Dream. I think it's too many points. Give me the Dream plus the 7 there in that one. Hey, they're 12-11 against that number on the road. And as I alluded to, teams in the second half of the back-to-back have been pretty good. So I think this is a lot closer than the 7. I'll take the Dream plus the 7 in that matchup.
With Rod, move on over to Chris.
So actually, I don't have anything today. My numbers didn't. I didn't have any numbers for that. So it's a good thing you didn't start with me. But I'll let these guys that handle it better than I do today take a shot at it.
And what do you got there, Sandro? El Paso?
Nothing for you guys today, guys. 1-0 yesterday with the Aces. I'll take that. We'll look for the later on in the week here.
Later on in the week, look for some better spots for Sandro. Over to Justin.
Yeah, I did 2-3 zone, gave out a player prop. I never picked a side. So I was waiting for the outcome of the Aces and the Dream. But I did bet. I got a Mercury over team total over 3.5, over 83.5 this morning. I think with the Dream off the back-to-back, Phoenix, the band coming back together, Copper's coming back in, Satu's back in. So back at home with the band back together, I love it. 83.5 team total for the Mercury.
Yeah, from Justin. All right, we got you through our sports coverage here for now. Now it's time for our Parley Purple segment where our cappers can give out a team player prop, game of the future. They can also give out, well, we're at that time of the year, right? NFL college football season win totals. I see there's a tennis. I see some tennis up on the site. So there's tennis going on. We'll lead up to the cappers. They make the call here. We start with Rod.
I'm going to give you some player props today. No parlay. So first one we're going with, they're going to take Tyler Ward of the Angels over to Ribbies today. I think he can smack us a couple of Ribbies at a nice plus 550. Next one I'm going with Marcus Simeon of the Texas Rangers to smack a home run. I like him here to get us one of those today at a plus 550. And then looking to say at Seattle here, sleep-inducing game, Milwaukee and Seattle. Castillo's been absolutely lights out pitching strikeouts, so I'm going to take an extended strikeout with good old Louis Castillo. I'm going to take over 8.5 strikeouts plus 400 for good old Louis. For Seattle, I think he has himself a heck of a game there and gets us over 8.5 strikeouts for Louis Castillo.
Yeah, from Ron, move on over to Chris.
I'll give you a 3-teamer today for everybody chasing generational wealth here. We'll go Colorado, Houston, and White Sox. All money line gets you plus 1341. If you choose to parlay them together, I tell you guys every day not to, but do what you want to. Parlay them together, chase that generational wealth, children. And then for your home run prop today, man, this kid has been hot. He's on the Astros. His name is Bryce Matthews. He had 2 in the first game against the D-backs. He had a home run yesterday against them. He's their top prospect there. So take Bryce Matthews plus 700 for a home run. I think he stays on fire.
There we go with Chris. Over to Alessandro.
No, yeah. So I'll go with the Sox parlay there. 2-teamer, 2 dogs. And then also, if you just want to go like fat favorites as a 2-teamer, I'll hop on the Mercury there then with stacks. I was leaning there. So I'll go Mercury money line and Dodgers money line. It is minus 110 for that 2-teamer.
There we go with Alessandro. On over to Justin.
I give you a little 3, all props. I bet I put them together. About to bet it again now after the show. Give me Corey Seager over 1.5 bases. Give me a PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong to get a RBI. And give me Jose Ramirez to get an RBI. That'll get you a plus 795.
Very good. There from Justin. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go 2-teamer here because I got a big dog here. I'll take the White Sox, the plus, under Athletics, and the Rangers. All right, we got you through our Parley Purple segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just gave you our free plays here on the show, and now what we'll be doing here is letting you know what our best bets are, let you know whether you can find them. And you can find them right over at Tony'sPicks.com. You're going to find the link in the description there. And you'll see all of our records documented, of course, on our site with leaderboards and our premium plays, best bets, and more. So let's take a look and see what's rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com for today. We'll see what Ron's got for sale over at Tony's Picks, heading into a lot of early day baseball today. About 2/3 of the card is in the afternoon. Rod putting together over 25 units of profit document. Rod, what you got for sale?
Yeah, for me over at Tony's Picks today, 3 plays. Absolutely love those in the MLB action. So definitely jump aboard that. 3-pack today. My walk-off Wednesday. In that walk-off Wednesday includes my MLB game of the week. Crushed last week's game of the week. Looking to go back-to-back game of the week winners. So definitely scoop that up singly as well. Or, hey, it's included in the 3-pack for you. So definitely jump aboard there. And let's continue to stay hot in the MLB. Smacking out of the park. That's what I got today. Light card. So definitely jump aboard. Walk-off Wednesday triple or the MLB. Or, hey, grab that long-term pass. It is Christmas in July, so don't miss out on that year pass. So much sports action you get with that year pass, and that's the best bet for you and the best deal going. Because you include Tony T at checkout off of that $9.99, and that's a great deal too. It's less than a cup of coffee a day. Gets you everything I got going from this time now right to this time next year. That includes everything I got going in the NHL, college basketball, college football, NFL. So lots of sports action ahead. You get so many plays with that, and so many opportunities to continue to build your bankroll. That's all I've done since I've come here at Tony's Picks is build the bankroll. So jump aboard.
Christmas in July, big reduction in Rod's 1-year all sports pass. Remember, that's full seasons in every sports. The only split season is Major League Baseball, right? So this half of this season, half of next season. But then again, full seasons in the rest of the sports. So it's a great time. This is a great time of the year to get that all 1-year all sports pass, full coverage on all most of the major sports. Half this year, half next year in baseball. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Of course, great time to do it and use that promo code. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. See what Chris has got going on. Chris has been put up some great numbers here in baseball. What you got, Chris?
Got you guys the 3-pack today. Best bet 2 premiums like we do. In that, all money lines there. Really good value, really good games today on the card for it. So I got you those wrapped all up in one. My best bet is included in that, so buy one or the other there with that. And then we'll continue to stay on top here. And then I got my season pass out there. Get you every pick I put into the baseball season through the World Series. Still a lot of baseball left to go. So it's a pretty decent price there for everything I put in. Hop on something in the long-term, short-term. We're headed towards the weekend. Everybody likes those 3-day passes there towards the weekend as we head there. So you can hop on something on there. Every morning I tell you guys, 2 for 1 capper. 2 people putting money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. So hop onto that. 2 people go to work for you. It doesn't have to be me. You can pair up your favorite 2 people. There's a lot of people on the leaderboard. Everybody's doing well right now. So jump on that. And then, let's just continue to try to stay hot in the MLB.
Very good. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see the 1-day passes up there. Just a reminder that all of our 1-day packs are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks right now as we continue here. Looking at Alessandro, put up some impressive numbers in the W. What you got for sale, Alessandro?
Yeah, no WNBA for me, though, today. I do have a tennis pack. I put that out. And then I'll have a tennis best bet. The Arnaldi versus Sonego match here that starts in like a couple hours. I have a best bet here in that match. Check it out. And then also a 3-pack here for you guys in baseball, my little MLB triple play. And my best bet is included in that, guys. So, let's make some money. 6-0, trying to get here in the best bet since the All-Star break.
All right, we're going to get to 6-0 with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. All plays document over on our site. You can verify these numbers when you go to Alessandro's handicapper page here at Tony's Picks. As you can see here and scroll to the bottom. Triple play here from baseball, best bet in baseball as well. Tennis best bet going off in a couple hours. Get on board here with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available. And don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout. Knock off that 15%. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks, see what Justin's got for sale. Justin's put some impressive numbers as well up in Major League Baseball here for the year. 684 units of profit for the year in baseball. What you got, Justin?
I got a best bet in baseball and also got triple stacks baseball. I love the baseball card. I passed on the WNBA. It's only 1 game. I don't want to force it. I feel like I'm chasing. So, but getting ready to dig into tomorrow's slate. So I'll be back at it on the W tomorrow.
All right, get on board here with Justin over at Tony's Picks. See the great results here in baseball. Long-term subscriptions available as well. You want to try Justin for a 7-day pass, go for that if you like to. But plays up there with Justin over at Tony's Picks and promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll knock off that 15% off. Those Justin will work out to get your 1-day pass up there for you. So get signed up. All right, guys, over at Tony's Picks. Today I've got best bet on the board, also a 3-pack for Major League Baseball. So 4 premiums from me, or you may consider a long-term subscription. That 7-day pass, great time here as we're midweek. Get all my plays here, cover the weekend of Major League Baseball with these big cards. And of course, promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15% off and match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, we're with you here on the Tony Morning Show every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Stay notified when we release these plays. And of course, if you happen to miss any of our shows, visit our YouTube channel. Just head on over to YouTube and in the search, just type in Tony's Picks and you'll find our YouTube channel full with great information up there for you guys. Hit the live tab, watch a replay of our show. We do have a members feature as well. If you'd like to support us a little bit more, you can do that. Get early access to my videos. Happy Hour, Rod hosted Monday through Friday here, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And the crew will be in there today, so check out the Happy Hour if you would. Maybe remember, we'll find out if Eovaldi will start today for the Rangers. We'll get all those late pitching additions there. Any news in the W will come out. A lot lineup news. Check it out. The Happy Hour, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Hit that video tab. Lots of great on-demand content. El Nino's always looking for those dogs. Chris with his props. The 2-3 zone, the WNBA compilation, got the four-man crew today. As we got Ramon, Ron, Justin, and Solo in the 2-3 zone for today. I give you my deeper dives in Major League Baseball with a lot of pitching information and trends. Check out my compilation if you would, if you can watch them individually, or check the compilation. We put them all in one video. Ron Crawford KBO will be out about 8 Eastern time for those overnight folks that got to have their KBO. Well, Ron Crawford will have that KBO video for you as well. So lots of great content over on the channel. Also content on the shorts. Hit the shorts tab and you'll see content there. El Nino's with his -1 for you. Then, of course, Brian will chime in as well. So check us out on the YouTube channel with the Cappers. Talk a little bit more about their offerings over on the YouTube channel. Of course, Rod, you've got that Happy Hour up on the side, and you contribute as well with more on the on-demand side.
Yeah, definitely tune into the Happy Hour. I think it's Corbin going for Texas. I don't think we need to make the Happy Hour to tell you that it's going to be Corbin. I don't know why they keep pushing the Eovaldi back, but I don't know when they're going to push him back to. Maybe Friday's game. But I got Corbin penciled in, and I hear Bochy talking about Corbin. So I think it's Corbin in there today. But, hey, tune into the Happy Hour. We'll still have some games going on in the late night action. And then we'll still have some that WNBA game as well. So, and I'm sure I think there's some peripheral soccer going on and some tennis.
Yeah, Ramon happens to find something, right? He'll find Costa Rican soccer,
he's very good
El Salvador, Guatemala.
Peripheral. Yeah, Ramon, the peripheral king, as we call him. He's definitely good at finding those plays. Or all of a sudden he's talking. I'm like, what are you talking about? But I'll take it in jail. They keep winning. So definitely tune into the Happy Hour. Ramon will get you some winners there as well. And then be on the lookout tomorrow. It's week 8 of the CFL kicks off. So we'll have the week 8 rundown back for you on the YouTube channel here. I'll go over all the CFL's action for the week. So definitely some money to be made in the CFL. That definitely ties us over until we get to this football we really love. I like CFL. It's a good spot for me to make some money, but it just leads us right into college football and NFL. So definitely looking forward to those seasons.
Very good. Of course, Chris, always looking for those home run props and more.
Yeah, we got the home run hit list out today. Got you 5 more out there. We'll be updating in the comments. Be sure the notifications are on so you can check those comments as to additional batters. We've already got some people taken out of the lineup and moved around, so I am updating some things there. But I got you 5 there. We've hit 8 in the last 3 days from that video and the comments and everything. So we're looking to stay on top there with it. Having some pretty good success with the home runs there. A lot of good extra little money there, a little pizza money for you. So we're gonna keep putting that out there, and we'll see. I'm actually going on vacation this weekend, so I'm going to try to get you guys the home run hit list maybe from the beach. We'll see, maybe live on location, but I'll still get you guys the winners there. We've been cashing, can't get off this streak here. So I appreciate everybody's support and comments and everything. Definitely like everybody commenting. I sometimes tell you guys if it's a good matchup there, I'll tell you. I did yesterday. We cashed. So I just appreciate everybody's support on that. We're just going to keep putting it out.
Yeah, good. Of course, Alessandro, we always keep an eye out for your college football season win projections. There's several up there up on the site right now. And of course, the UFC coverage for the weekend.
No, I'll have this UFC video done tonight. So that hopefully should be out tomorrow for you guys. I'll have like 4 or 5 premiums out on that card. I was counting all these dogs here that I like. There's 4 or 5 of them here already that are sticking out to me. So look forward to that. I'll break that down here soon. And then, yes, those college football videos are going to be coming out as well. About 3 or 4 teams I'm about to drop here in the next week or so.
Okay, good. Getting closer and closer to week 0, right? Isn't it August? I thought it was August 23rd. Is that 30-day countdown now for the kickoff here in college football? Let's see.
August 23rd, first game.
August 23rd. we're July 23rd, right? So
Iowa State, Kansas State. Let's kick us off. 3-point. It was open to 3 up to 3.5. Iowa State, Kansas State in that one. Total still sticking at about 49.5 to kick us off in college football.
The big move right now is that Sam Houston State at Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky opened 8.5. They're now 10. There's 10.5 now at Bet Chris. Although Pinnacle's hold 9.5. So that's been one of the big moves early on here. And that one in Stanford, Hawaii. Stanford opened 2.5. Money on Hawaii. I'm seeing Stanford 1 and now Hawaii 1 at Bet Chris. So there you go with the moves there. From
the Bearcat.
Up in Fresno, Kansas State still holding here. Kansas 14. Who's gonna quarterback for Fresno State? That's the question.
I'm looking
there.
at these lines. They still have Stanford -1, man. That's I don't know. I got to look into Stanford now.
ACC.
I know they lost Ashton Daniels to Auburn there, and I'm actually expecting something out of Ashton Daniels. He may take Jackson Arnold's job here by the middle of the year. We'll see there. We'll see.
Well,
but I'm checking that Stanford game out there. And
just a note on Stanford, in case you know these teams are hiring now general managers. Andrew Luck now is a general manager for Stanford.
I did see that actually. The Kansas State Iowa State game. I'm sitting here trying to look at that here. My bad. Stacks gone, man. Let's let Stacks go. My bad.
All right.
You cool?
Got you in the mornings. We can catch you in some of the happy hours. Of course, you're part of that. It's a very successful 2-3 zone that draws great views on the site.
Yeah, we did one yesterday. We got 3 games tomorrow, so we'll be back at it today. I'm gonna get an early start, probably shortly after we get on here. Like I said, I didn't like the outcome yesterday, so I'm gonna get ahead of it. Be ready for the zone. Doing a morning show tomorrow morning, and I think I'll be on a happy hour tomorrow too. So I think I cleared up my evening, so I think I'll be on both tomorrow. But definitely morning show, definitely 2-3 zone.
Very good. All right, guys, and make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and subscribe to our channel. Lots of great content here, not just a live show, but a lot of great content. Of course, you know where to find our best bets over on the site, TonySpicks.com. Link in the description. All right, anybody have anything to say before we close it out? Alessandro?
Yeah, it was that Rocco Beck versus Avery Johnson matchup there. Classic, mobile quarterback versus, a guy. I think Rocco Beck's going to outperform Avery Johnson there week 1. I think he's, Matt Campbell as well. What do you think there, Rod? That game.
It's
plus
pretty trip for kids, right? It's like I would have to lean to the +3, but that team seems like it's going to be a push.
One thing we got to make note of this one is that's that game they play in Dublin, Ireland. So it's going to be played in Dublin.
Yes,
that is true. That is true.
It is. So your best look is you want to. I find in those games, find the team that got there first. dig out for the guy that has got there first. It's an 8-hour flight to get to Dublin. And then it's a totally time flip on your time change. When somebody says that, jet lag isn't for real, bullshit. Jet lag is for real. You go fly 8 hours the other side, and it's the middle of the night for you at 3 a.m, and you're going to try to play a football game. Yeah, that shit's real. The team that gets there first, that gets the rest, telling you, they usually do better than the team that flies in a couple days before. Because usually you feel it. You can feel that jet lag. I'm telling you. So that's what I usually look for in those Dublin type games.
It's like the games in England when Jacksonville plays 2 and they stay there. They don't have to travel back.
Yeah.
They've become the London Jaguars, pretty much.
See these guys?
Yeah.
They went last year, and look how good they did last year. Well, they took off to Europe early, and they played a bunch of games in Europe and got together as a team. So some of those teams, it's a building and camaraderie thing for teams to hop on a plane and go together to Dublin and play these games. So these teams going forward out of that Dublin game, keep an eye on them because they'll play pretty good.
Yep. Very good, guys. So we start week 0 off with 4 boarded games. I know there's some off the D2 games, but I don't handicap those. But I'm sure there's isn't Vegas in action in week 0 against some D2, or maybe that's
That's what I'm looking at everything here. I'm trying to even look sometimes FCS and stuff.
Yeah, FCS plays. Usually we're at the time of the year where it's nothing
Right.
but FCS versus FCS, and
The one that we've already talked about that just keeps jumping out to me is this UNLV one, and just fade my hometown team here with Sam Houston. I don't know. Well, obviously, we're still a couple days away. Obviously, we'll check it out, but that one jumps out to me. And then I just want to keep giving a couple picks, and then we'll get off.
Well, Sam Houston will have a game in hand. We'll be playing their second
right.
game, and UNLV will be leading off their season because Sam Houston's playing week 0.
I know UTSA is going to have this kid that's hopped around. His name's escaping me right now. Malachi Nelson or something. Help me out here, Rod. Malachi, kid at UTSA. He was at Boise State as well, and just been transferring a bunch. I'm fading the hell out of him. A&M minus 21 there. That was one that jumped out as well.
Yeah, I'm not a UTSA guy.
Hey,
There's certain conferences that I love that I stick to in college football. I definitely not try to cover the whole college.
I will have 7 games. I'll have 7 games easily on a Saturday sometimes, guys. It's just how it is. Put the same amount of money on them straight. Let's
I gotta look at
more than 7 games on a Saturday. A lot more than 7 games on a Saturday. I'm telling you that.
No, I know. I mean, that's a light.
It's just, that's a light day, definitely.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
Who's going to replace Tua's brother in Maryland? Because he carried Maryland.
He carried that team.
He carried that team.
Right?
That's not one I've been looking at. Maryland, no, that's not a team.
Maryland's a team that I got to wonder because, like I said, he carried that team. So we'll see.
They're backdoors. They're backdoors because they're going to be like what plus 28.5 probably playing Ohio State. I haven't seen the numbers.
Well, they used to crush. They crushed teams in the non-conference. And they crushed mediocre Big Ten teams at home. But when they play the big boys, they get crushed themselves.
I just saw them right here. They play FAU week 1, 17-point favorites. I'm trying to see
who's the quarterback. Yeah, that's the big key there.
It's that Edwards kid. I'm not in love with him. He throws
Edwards.
a ton of interceptions.
17.5 points.
I'm good.
A lot.
FAU.
That's a lot. That's way too many.
Who's at FAU? Who's the coach at FAU? Isn't it a retread? Oh man, there's all those retreads that up at FIU, FAU. That's retread U. I just call it retread U over there. All the coaches that get fired end up at FIU, FAU.
I'll give you guys another one here. Syracuse plus 13 here against Tennessee. Call me crazy.
Who's the quarterback? Who's the quarterback? Because that quarterback.
That's the only concern. Who's the quarterback?
To the NFL. He went to the NFL, right? That quarterback from Syracuse got a draft in the NFL. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who's that quarterback? So all these guys that in the NFL, that means that weakens the team that they left, right? Right. So something and offensive line. I got to look at the offensive line too, returning all their starters. Who's weak on the defensive line? A lot to look at here. Got to get my Phil Steele out, start reading it.
Tennessee's going to Joey Aguilar, the quarterback. That's the last thing I saw, and good luck with that. I've seen that kid. I literally was like, "Is this point shaving?" He put the ball on the ground against Troy. It was a game last year. I had Troy, and he basically handed me money. I thought he was point shaving. I'm not trying to call nobody out here, but he threw it was a Cam Newton in the Super Bowl type.
Oh yeah, lots of lose their mind, right? Yep. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's get off. We're ranting.
Let's get all right, guys. Got through the rants. Guys, gonna wake up. Bye, guys. Making a winner. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Chase Morning Show.